The 10-member team led by Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah and Wiper Party Leader Kalonzo Musyoka met with Odinga at his Capitol Hill office in Upper Hill and later met with President Ruto at State House, Nairobi.
The outstanding issue.
The two principals who convened the National Dialogue Committee believe the report is key to national unity and reforms that will end political differences.
Let me also take this opportunity to commend our former Prime Minister, the Honorable Raila Odinga, for the decision that we jointly made to make sure that we take the country on this path, the path of peace, of dialogue, consultation, conversation, that is what defines Kenya.
If fully implemented, it offers an opportunity for peace and reforms that could put this country on a path of prolonged stability and equity in the years ahead.
The best gift that we can give to those families who lost their loved ones, those who lost property, is to ensure that never again in this country shall violence become part of our political discourse.
Both have now called on Parliament to fast-track cementing the recommendations in law, with Odinga insisting that the report should not be altered in any way and should be adopted as is. President William Ruto, on his part, is asking for the parliamentarians to be vigilant.
As was the case with the process, this document has enemies from reactionary forces across the political divide, inside and outside Parliament. It requires vigilance. We need to look back and reflect on the circumstances that led to the dialogue and whether we really want to take Kenya back there.
According to the NADCO chairs, the committee was able to agree on about 90% of the concerns at hand, and the remaining 10% was left for the principals, the president and Azimio premier to deliberate and give a way forward.
We agreed to disagree on, and that includes the issue of the cost of living, which is of much importance to us. The government side demanded that we leave that matter to them, and we agreed for purposes of helping the country to move forward. But this is still a debt, and we are going to continue to press them to address this issue of high cost of living.
Your Excellency, I must admit that I was a bit skeptical from the beginning whether these discussions will see the light of the day. I must admit I had underestimated the resilience of the Kenyan people.
The first-in-command also took the platform to reassure Odinga that the government is doing all it can to back his AU bid. The report has been adopted by both houses, and a joint committee of the National Assembly have less than 45 days to deliberate on it and present their findings before the House for implementation. David Kagina, K24, Nairobi.